Hi, welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met before, I am Shauna. I am very glad you are here. Today is day 24 of 25 for my Declutter My Whole Home for the Holidays challenge. And I'm kind of mad at myself that I waited so long to do this room because we see it every single day and it is messy. Somebody doesn't know if he wants to go take a nap or hang out with mama. So if you hear my dog, he loves to be around. But anyway, this room drives me nuts. I don't know why I waited to schedule it till like the second to last day. Wish I had put it earlier, but it's fine. I'm just glad we are taking care of it today. Now my schedule, if you've been following along, just said electronics cords, which live in that drawer right there on that piece of furniture. But I'm doing the whole room. I did the board games and puzzles yesterday, so the cabinets are done, but I have to do this piece of furniture, which actually is a bathroom vanity. Fun fact. But then bulletin board, that piece of furniture, doing the corners, and just a nice little tidy. So let's go. But first, let me show you what we did. So my husband's and my anniversary was Monday. And if you remember back when I did the arts and crafts closet, I found a box of paint supplies. We bought these way back in like 2019, 2020. I don't remember when, but we forgot about them. I pulled them out. We did them for our anniversary. So some of these not super pretty, but some of them turned out fabulous. We had such a great time. Yes, my scientist husband loved doing an art project. I asked him if he wanted to declutter the things. When we were done, he's like, no, I could see us doing this again. So once these are dry and I'm done painting where the canvas had been, just because like it didn't spread out all the way, I'm just taking one of the colors and painting them as the background. So once I'm done doing that, and the sunroom is decluttered, these are gonna hang up out there just for some decor, just because they match so nicely. If you've been following along with this challenge, you will recognize this room. This is the third day that we've been in here. We did the arts and crafts closet a couple weeks ago. Yesterday we did board games and puzzles. And today we are back to finish the room and tackle that left drawer primarily. So this room we use for games, puzzles, homework, craft projects. We charge our phones in here. And as you can see, this drawer, it's a nightmare. The right drawer I'm not really touching, but the left drawer definitely needs some help. One last thought, I am not looking forward to doing the cords. A lot of things I'm probably just going to set to the side because my husband is very techie. I am not. I don't know what most of these belong to, so just kind of setting them to the side, and I'll let him decide later, but I know that there are definitely some things in there that I can take care of, but this is definitely going to be setting things to the side for the husband to deal with later. But enough talk. We got this. We can do hard things. Let's tackle some cords. If you've been following on with the challenge, you will also know I'm going to work left to right. It just helps me stay organized as I work through a space. So starting in the left corner, there's a frame that's been needing to go downstairs for a while now. So making sure I take care of that. And then I'm just going to work top to bottom as I go left to right. So we're going to start with the surface of the table over here. And you may have recognized that pink bin from when I did the living room. Very embarrassed to say I still haven't taken care of it, so setting that aside, will take care of that. I will. Check back in with me to make sure I do it, but I will definitely do that. Then I'm just kind of rearranging cords. I'm finding old laptops and things that I'm going to put into a box for when like electronic recycling happens around here. Next, we don't really have a place around here that offers that regularly, so I need to set that aside until something like that happens again. But just trying to make sense of this mess, and when it is something I'm not very comfortable with, that makes it extra challenging. So tackling the drawer, I know these old phones can go. We might keep one just to have as a backup. My phone did die recently, so having a backup phone was nice while we waited for my new phone to arrive. I actually, speaking of my new phone, I found a screen protector in here, so I'm going to have my husband put that on for me later. And then just going through, okay, I know roughly what phones we have, so there's a lot of things in here that I know we don't have, but when it's time to tackle the cords, I have no clue. I know that these micro bees all go into this bag. Do we really need this whole bag? I don't think so, but I don't know. So I basically end up just grabbing all of the cords and putting them in a box for my husband to deal with later. Just like when I did the garage project, when I had the table set up for him, I had a box for him to do whenever he had time. I did not expect for him to take time on Halloween to do it, but it was there for when he got a chance, we could finish this drawer project. Once I pulled pretty much everything out, I do vacuum quickly. There's some things that I was going to keep in here that I just vacuumed around them. And then I was able to put a few things back in. I wasn't sure if like those spots were where things were going to live or not. But once the drawer was done, I decided to just kind of double check the battery packs. One of them works and was fully charged. Miracles happen. And the other one was dead, but to be fair, we've probably had that one a really long time. And then the bottom shelf of this table, which is why we bought this back in 2020, back when our kids were doing remote learning. Each kid had a basket for their schoolwork during the day when they were Zooming with their not their parents. I'm their parent, with their teachers. And then we've just kept those baskets for, other things. We did downsize my daughter's basket, but now my two boys have one. We can actually downsize my older son's basket because he's in college now, and just keep one down here for my youngest because he is still in high school. The only things in here that he really needs are his Spanish things from last year, just for resources. He did ask for me to keep those. And then we're just going to continue moving in a clockwise direction. I removed that piece of furniture from the corner because that actually has to go on the buffet in the dining room. And then just doing the bulletin board, making that look a little bit neater. And just even by doing this much right in this area, the bulletin board makes the whole room feel so much cleaner. I'm going to tackle some cobwebs because when the room is a mess, it is very hard to dust. Honestly, it's embarrassing to say, do not remember the last time I dusted in here, just because it's been too hard. There's been too much clutter. I haven't had the time or the energy or even the want to remove the things. So I'm looking forward, not that I love dusting, but I am looking forward to having less here so I can actually stay up on it. I try to dust weekly. It's probably been months since I've dusted this table. It's pretty embarrassing. But one thing I did want to mention was don't be afraid to ask for help when you're decluttering. I can't do all the cords by myself. I need my husband's help. If you need help, reach out to a friend, send me a message. I would love to give you advice or just kind of be a sounding board for you, help you decide if you need to keep something or not. Ultimately, the decision to keep something comes down to you if it is your item, but just sometimes talking through the process really does help. So I'm very thankful that my husband was willing to go through these cords later, just knowing that we're making the right decisions about it, and it would be so much better to have him do it rather than me. So don't be afraid to ask for help. And here is the after. It is a huge difference. It doesn't translate as well on camera as it does in real life. I actually had a friend stop by in the afternoon and could not believe that the only change to this room was that I decluttered, because the change is really that different. The drawer looks so much better. It'll be different once I have my husband go through the cords, and then I still have these piles to take care of. But walking through that Nook area, there's no words. So part of me feels like I cheated today because I ended up taking 90% of what was in the cord drawer, throwing it into a box for my husband to deal with. And the other 10%, either I knew needs to go into the electronic recycling, I don't remember what it's called, or I just knew that we were going to keep it, so I just put it back into the drawer. But to cheat would have been we'll deal with this later when my husband is home, and I've just left it like I've been doing for the longest time. So I did good. I have to remember that even by taking the things out and putting them into a box is a baby step to get this part decluttered, organized, back under control. Cords take over all the time. It's ridiculous. Do you have a problem with cords too? But anyway, I'm going to go. Today is Halloween, so I need to make sure the candy is ready and the Play-Doh is ready because I hand out little things of Play-Doh as well. Shout out to my baby brother. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Lou. Love you. See you soon. And if you made it this far, do you normally dress up for Halloween? What was your costume this year? And what is your favorite Halloween candy? Let me know. I'll talk to you later. Bye. And you're not getting rid of me that easy. My husband did go through the drawer, so here is the after with all of the cords back in it, and I put labels in it. So stay tuned. I'll share an update sometime if we can keep it clean. Bye.